When a narcissist sees you have hidden powers, here's how they act on you. Power is the most important thing in the world to a narcissist. Expect them to put you in dangerous circumstances where you have no way to escape on your own. Ultimately, what they want is for you to feel helpless and defenseless against them. They want you to think that you are destined to be a nobody once they're gone. And to be expected, they won't be around to put right the wrongs they've made. When you're attaching yourself to a narcissist, mind and heartache are all that narcissists have to offer. Those who give you lies and fabricate a world in which you might believe them will likely misguide you. In this video, we'll look at 3 tactics narcissists use to make us look bad. Narcissists enter our lives with the only intention of stealing all we have and destroying anything that stands in their way. They utilize the power of love and light to tame and dominate their victims. They are always on the lookout for more to satisfy their insatiable appetites for power, fame, attention, and money, you name it. If it means financial and political success, they will turn to any means. They play the hero or sufferer to gain our sympathy and then use it against us. Their primary objective is to instill in us a perpetual state of terror, so that we will never question their authority. They are willing to use any method available to them to get what they want from us. When it comes to their closest relationships, narcissists still want to be on top. To that end, narcissists seek out situations in which they may stand out from the crowd, whether at home, at the workplace, or elsewhere. They single out the group's most influential members and focus their efforts on gaining their support. To keep the relationship alive, they could try to act as if they share your most admirable qualities and most important beliefs. To tell the truth, the narcissist is never interested in compromise. It would be their major objective to take over the target's identity or sphere of influence without their consent. It has been argued that narcissists prey on both the strong and the weak. The narcissist's gaze permeates all social interactions. They still intend to achieve their original purpose even after getting their entry, and they're completely aware of what they're doing. They're making plans and improvising to come up with a way to take you down. They will use every available method to ensure your annihilation. Though their exact timing is unknown, these events will eventually take place. Ultimately, the narcissist wants to be in charge of everything. A narcissist will use your connections against you and will try to find any way possible to do so. If a narcissist is solely thinking about themselves, it will disrupt every connection they have. They will make up stories about you and your family to make their own credibility look better. They will attempt to sow discord between you and your loved ones by planting seeds of doubt in their minds about your character. At the end of the day, the narcissist wants you to give up on them or for them to give up on themselves. A narcissist will exploit you because they desire complete power over you and you have no ability to protect yourself. A narcissist will also work to lower your opinion of yourself. They'd start watching you with far greater suspicion. It is always surprising to see a narcissist move from boosting your self-esteem to tearing you down so abruptly. Why? Because they are capable of it and because they are incredibly effective at it. The quick about face suggests that their criticisms and evaluations must be valid too. They would evaluate you based on more than just your words, though. They would also notice how you carried yourself and how you dressed. This causes you to question whether or not you actually exist. They will get you to believe lies to make you question your sanity and competence. This strategy is called gaslighting. They will stare at you with disdain or hostility. They will easily become irritated or angry with you if given the chance. They won't lift you up, but rather tear you down. At this point, no one will listen to what you have to say. Their relentless insecurity will cause you to question your own worth, attractiveness, and intelligence. If the narcissist has exhausted all other options, they will try to hurt you psychologically. They have been negative about you from the beginning, saying that you are self-deprecating, destructive to relationships, polarizing, and gaslighting. That has been their primary concern up to this point. Performing these drills requires a great deal of mental and physical energy. To add insult to injury, the narcissist will likely make your time together unpleasant and toxic. This is because narcissists can be upbeat one day and irritated, despondent, and silent the next. They might suddenly stop talking to you, ignore you completely, or ghost you. They seemingly change roles from guardian angel to demon without warning or explanation. Physical and emotional fatigue might result from constantly trying to avoid the narcissist's rage and confrontation. Narcissists have no idea, or rather, they don't care how their actions affect the people around them. Still, they knowingly subject us to a great deal of emotional strain. It could be challenging to think clearly when under stress. Stress has real physical consequences. When you're under pressure, it's easier to be swayed since you can't make rational conclusions. But remember, the narcissist is only doing this to weaken you and gain control over you. In your mind, you're fighting an uphill struggle. Your opinion matters to the narcissist, that's why. They will have absolute control over you if they can break into your mind and shatter you. Keep in mind, until you've gained the narcissist's trust, none of this will work. Because of this, they went to great lengths to win us over. It's for this reason that they exert so much effort into convincing us that they're the promised savior, or at least that they're decent human beings worthy of our faith. They use deception to gain our trust, so that they can exploit us once they have our attention. One thing a narcissist needs more than anything else is your undivided attention. They care about how you feel about things. Consequently, I will never suggest that you reach a middle ground with them. Those with narcissistic personality disorder are never content with what they have. And so they fail to appreciate the efforts made on their behalf. People who simply care about themselves will never stop spreading lies and misinformation about you. If someone you know has negative personality qualities, distance yourself from them immediately. They shouldn't recognize you. The person in question is not worthy of being introduced to any significant others in your life. Our health and the health of others around us need greater care and attention from us. Narcissists always crave power. They will often put you in a position where you're unable to defend yourself. Their goal is to render you helpless and completely reliant on them. It is their goal to instill in you the notion that after they're gone, you will never be good enough for anybody or anything. Obviously, they aren't going to be there to clean up the messes they've made, because that's not what they do. The only thing a narcissist can do to you is psychological and emotional harm. You will be manipulated, and in order to deceive you, they will concoct fantastical tales and fabricate your own world. In today's video, I will discuss 3 ways narcissists attempt to discredit us. Because narcissists enter our lives with the express intention of taking everything from us, and because they are willing to ruin everything in their path, they exploit the power of love and light to tame and control their victims. They are perpetually searching for food. They will utilize all means required to obtain wealth, power, and influence. In order to gain our trust, they depict themselves as heroes or victims before gradually turning against us. Their primary purpose is to keep us in a state of dread and subservience. They will stop at nothing to force our submission. Even among their closest friends, narcissists strive to be at the top of the social hierarchy. Therefore, narcissists strive to be perceived or valued in a way that distinguishes them from other individuals, whether in the context of a family, business, or social group. In a group, they determine who has the most influence and then make it a point to interact with and get to know those individuals. While in a relationship with you, they may attempt to imitate your most admirable qualities and appear to share your ideals. In reality, the narcissist is never interested in playing on an equal playing field with you. Their major objective would be to steal or usurp the authority, position, identity, or influence of the targeted individual. As previously said, narcissists prey on both the powerful and the weak. This refers to individuals who have never been in a relationship with a narcissist, in contrast to those of us who have. In other words, no one is immune to the narcissist's stare. Once they have gotten entry, their objective remains the same. They will devise strategies to bring you down. They will take the initiative against you and do everything possible to eliminate you. This may occur in any sequence or even simultaneously, but one thing is certain: it will occur. The narcissist will attempt to obtain as much power as possible through these actions. One of the first things a narcissist will search for when they attack you is your connections. A self-centered narcissist will interfere with every friendship and family interaction. They will create a case against everyone close to you and discredit them in order to show themselves as trustworthy. An attempt to separate you from others will be made by sowing distrust among those who, in their view, is too close to you. The narcissist hopes that you will abandon them or that they will abandon themselves. When a narcissist takes advantage of you, you cannot seek assistance from anybody else because they want exclusive access to you. Your sense of self-worth is the second target of the narcissist's attack. They would become far more judgmental and critical of everything you did. It is always surprising how quickly a narcissist can switch from boosting your confidence to tearing you down after doing the reverse, because they are capable of doing so and incredibly effective. Therefore, when they abruptly change their conduct and do the opposite, you may conclude that their criticisms and devaluations must also be legitimate. Not only will they critique your words, but also your behavior and physical look. This ultimately causes you to question your reality. To throw doubt on your sanity and ability, they will cause you to believe falsehoods. They will stare at you in an insulting or rude manner. If given a chance, they will have little issue becoming angry or annoyed with you. Instead of uplifting you, they will try everything they can to undermine you. They will not pay attention to what you have to say. Over time, they will gradually cause you to question your worth, beauty, and intelligence. As a last option, the narcissist will target your mental health. From the start, they have criticized you for depreciating yourself, destroying relationships, causing others to treat you differently, and gaslighting. This has been their main concern. These activities are emotionally and physically taxing. In addition, the narcissist creates a toxic and uncomfortable environment between the two of you. This is due to the fact that narcissists can be pleasant one day and angry, gloomy, and silent the next. They may cease communicating with you, neglect you, or even ghost you. Overnight, they turn from being an angel to a devil, seemingly without rhyme or reason. When attempting to avoid offending the narcissist and avoiding conflict with them, it can be emotionally and physically draining. Narcissists are oblivious to the consequences of their behavior on others. However, they also intentionally subject us to a great deal of mental pressure. Stress can affect one's capacity for clear reasoning. There are physical effects of stress on the body. Stress can weaken your reasoning and decision-making skills, making you more susceptible to being deceived. All of this, however, is part of the narcissist's plan to weaken and control you. This is a struggle for your psyche. The narcissist is interested in your opinion. They're aware that if they can break you psychologically, they will have permanent control over you. Notably, none of this is feasible unless you have the narcissist's trust. This is precisely why they exerted so much effort to win us over in the first place. This is why they devote so much time and effort to persuading us that they're the answer to our prayers, or that they're trustworthy, honest, and nice individuals in the real world as well. They utilize a false picture to lure us because, once they have captivated us, they intend to destroy us. The narcissist needs your attention desperately. They want to know your emotions. Consequently, I will never recommend that you provide them with a concession. No matter how much you offer the narcissist, they will never be content. They're incapable of appreciating the sacrifices made in their honor. Because they care only about themselves, they will continue to disseminate stories and false information about you. If you come into contact with someone with a toxic personality type, you should maintain a safe distance. It is preferable that they know nothing about you. This person should not be introduced to anyone essential in your life, including close friends and family members. We must exert greater effort to safeguard our health and those around us. I genuinely hope you found this information helpful. I appreciate you watching and, more importantly, listening to my message. In the comment box below, please feel free to share your opinions and experiences. Thank you.